are live.
Hey, everybody. Just had a bite of some Jerky Boys beef jerky.
We couldn't tell.
This stuff's so good. I've been without it for 2 weeks, but I'm back home, and I'm back with my stash. Damn, it's good. Hey, we got a lot of folks tuning in, TJ, for Xfinity Ask Junior segment.
It's booming.
Mm-hmm. So, Xfinity, we're promoting their Wi-Fi service. Xfinity has the mobile service, but also the Wi-Fi service. They also do streaming and all kinds of things, man. So, anyways, they put a ton of money and support into NASCAR in multiple ways. And one of them is through our partnership at Dirty Mo Media. So, we use their Wi-Fi. I have their Wi-Fi at my vacation house and at the beach, and it's awesome. And so you choose the right plan for you. I chose the plan that I thought I needed. I went with, I think, 200 meg to handle all the things. We had baby cams and security cams for outside and all. We had probably about 35 different pieces of equipment that we're going to connect.
You got a lot of devices.
Yeah, a lot of devices.
Jeez.
And, well, you got a printer and
that's the first thing that came to your
and
mind was a printer?
Well, I got to print
They
stuff.
run all day?
I got to print things.
You look like a big printer.
Yeah. I have a record player that connects to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, what, really? A record player?
Yeah. It sends its signal of music to the speaker through Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That is cool.
Better have some booming Wi-Fi.
I know. I had 200. That's the plan I chose. And then they will write you an email. They don't know who the hell's property this is. They're not like, oh, it's Dale here, let's give him more. They're just like doing this to their regular customers down there. And so they wrote me an email and they're like, hey man, no extra charge, but we changed the speed. And I'm like, oh. Because you deal with these companies all the time, and they'll have a new program or a new campaign where they're like, man, we've lowered the price on this, and you'll be like, well, I want that, but they won't tell you that you can get it. You gotta actively reach out and go, hey man, I see that y'all are now selling what I'm paying for at a reduced price. I would like to change. You get that a lot of times.
Yeah.
But they'll write you an email and go, man, we gave you a little bit more. Just saying.
They saw all those devices.
Nothing for you to do. Just hang out.
Got that record
Enjoy
player.
The speed.
You got that record player. You need to give you a little bump.
It's booming.
Sounds like you're streaming.
I like that shit, man. I mean, you look, they are asking us to promote their brand and their product, but they are badass. They do a good job.
Easy to do.
Hey, they do a good job. There ain't many companies sending me emails going, hey, man, we're going to give you some more of our shit at no extra cost.
So they don't send you free more beef jerky?
Jerky Boys should do that.
Yeah.
Start a rewards program.
Jerky Boys is not cheap to make.
Buy 10 bags, get one for free.
Boy, that'd be nice.
Throw it out there.
Well, good.
Start your own jerky business.
Travis and I will. Yeah. Jerky guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not boys.
Danny Bros beef jerky.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to some questions from the fans. I saw a lot of this question from the Xfinity race. Should Austin Hill be suspended?
Yeah. I can't wait to see.
I know me too. Yeah. We should be finding out within the next day or two, right?
You have to.
Oh, man.
I mean, how do you not?
I don't know.
Like,
I can't. I don't know. I wonder if NASCAR is going to.
We're live, by the way.
Oh, I know.
He's going to send them an email, TJ.
Yeah. That's an inside joke for earlier in the show.
Gotta listen.
I think if you right rear someone and all you get is a 5-lap penalty, that you kind of keep your mouth shut and you keep on going, right? You kind of go, all right, I'll take my 5 laps.
Right.
Darn.
You don't say what he said.
You don't say what you say.
No.
You don't say what he said. You got to feel lucky that the suspension wasn't much worse than that. But you also in that moment, right, when you're on the radio cussing NASCAR, you got to be thinking they're not done looking at this, right? And so
100%.
yeah, and you don't want to push them towards making that decision easier for them to give you steeper penalties.
Yeah, I don't think you want to poke the bear. I mean, the accident, that was a bad wreck.
It was bad.
But it's pretty bad.
Bad.
So are you not going to answer it, Dale?
TJ, you answered. You said yes.
I don't see how you don't, because if this is the precedent we're racing with going forward, I don't want to see that.
Did they suspend Austin Cindric for the
There's
right hook?
see
They
that's
didn't.
They gave him a 50-point penalty,
Yeah.
and I think they said because of speed.
yeah.
Well, Indy's.
A 90-degree corner.
Yeah,
Listen to
it's a
me. Look,
dangerous place to do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll chime in whenever you guys are done. All right. My frustration. So should he be suspended? Yes. I think anybody that right hooks anybody should be suspended. No question. The frustration is that they don't always do it, and they judge by speed or whatever. They shouldn't. They shouldn't judge by speed, because now you got drivers going, we're at a slow track. I'm gonna right hook the shit out of this guy. I'll be okay. We're at a fast track. Can't right hook him today. Next week, right hooking the shit out of the guy because it's a slow track or we're at a slow corner. That ain't the way it goes. That ain't the way we should look at it. So, I not to pick on Carson Hocevar, but he right hooks a guy at IRP on the front straightaway in a truck race last year, year before, whatever. Should have been a damn suspension. The Cindric with the Ty Dillon
At Coda. Yeah.
suspension.
You were okay with it not being a suspension.
I changed my mind.
I've lived through that.
So I feel like it's like I just don't like to think about things.
Just black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
if
plus-
you do it, you're done.
1 + 1 is 2. We're done. And I don't like I don't think it's a great idea to get into the, well, it was this, it was that, it was slow, it was this track, it was this track. No, let's just say, man, right hooking is bad. It's against the code, And, now sometimes it's hard to tell, but this was an easy one.
And a reminder, if they do suspend him, he loses all playoff points.
That's true.
I thought you were going to.
My fear is that NASCAR won't suspend him because they will. Me and Steve Letarte had this conversation. So, a couple things. NASCAR makes this rule, right? We're going to, if you get suspended, you lose your playoff points. You're still eligible, but you don't take your playoff points and they're gone. They made that rule, I suppose, to deter people from doing things that would get them suspended. But here we are. Here's a situation where we all feel like this is a valid suspension. And my fear is that they're now going to be afraid to pull that lever because of what it does to his playoff points.
Yeah.
And Steve's, me and Steve were kind of laughing about that because we're like, man, this is kind of NASCAR. This, they make this rule, and then when somebody pushes them to that ledge, they get nervous about actually making the decision. And, because it's so detrimental to Austin Dillon's playoffs.
Austin Hill.
Or Austin Hill's playoffs. And so, I don't know. I just get a little nervous about how, and NASCAR could even go. So, all right, there was I can't remember the exact example, but a couple months ago, somebody right hooked somebody, or somebody did something intentional that everybody felt was intentional, felt it was clear cut, and they didn't react in the moment. And we waited till after the race to do something about it. And everybody, all the fan conversation around it was, why didn't you just do something then? It was clear and cut that there was a intentional thing done. Why didn't you just penalize them in the moment, in the race? And Elton Sawyer was like, well, we like to look at it. We don't want to, what if we penalize them and we learn later that it wasn't intentional?
Yeah.
You know, we like to wait and see and get it all right. And we don't want to make a mistake. We had him on the show talking about it, or at least I was on the phone with him discussing this, and he's like, well, we don't want to, what if we make the mistake of penalizing somebody 5 laps and we learn that it wasn't intentional? Then we've done something that we can't undo. And I'm like, oh, man, you know, I think you got to take the chance. I think you got to take that risk and that chance. And so here they go. They see something. They go five laps. So NASCAR has made the decision that they believe it was intentional, right? By choosing to penalize him 5 laps. So that's already decided. Will they get cold feet about a suspension? Because that's kind of been the precedent, right? Chase Elliott.
This is exactly the same as that.
Yep. That's the precedent that's
maybe
been
worse.
set. That's what they told me when I said the word what was it? Shit in Talladega.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the phone call, man, we're going to penalize you. I said, man, I said that happy. The other guys that got, Salter got penalized a couple weeks ago. He said it because he was mad. I said it when I was happy. Well, the precedent has been set. So I like to say this even today because that's what they said to me. It pissed me off. I was like, well, the precedent has been set. So what will NASCAR get the cold feet and go, do we really want to take away his playoff points? Because this just compounding the penalty that we already gave him in the middle of the race. Can we get away with saying what we did to him in the race was enough? And they might. You don't know. But Austin's had a couple things, right? More than a couple. The deal with Cole Custer at Charlotte, this year at bowling through people at Martinsville. Mm-hmm. The thing that I would say is that he needs to kind of dial it back, because this guy he's trying to get into the Cup Series. I imagine, right? Like everyone else,
Of course.
trying to get up there, right?
I would say yes.
He's not doing himself any favors, creating this sort of narrative or reputation around how the decisions he makes on the racetrack. Is all I'm saying. So, that's not conducive to what he what he's doing there. I guess isn't conducive to what he's trying to achieve and where he's trying to go.
I just don't see that. What part of that move deserved to get right hooked?
You're in the heat of the moment, and
He saved it too.
Well, Eric didn't.
Or Austin Hill saved it. Like he was going to continue his race.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah, and then
He just got him loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about. We want guys to be able to do that stuff, but you can't have
Listen,
this.
Eric said so. He's like, I had to go. I had to, I had a good enough car. I thought I could get up there and win, and the guys are driving away from us. The 21 had nose damage. He was slowing us down. I had to get by him. He blocked me a couple times. I was like, all right, I don't have much choice.
But I don't think there was something wrong with that. That's what you expect him to do.
Man, that's racing.
Exactly.
Dude,
that's what we want.
yeah.
We're screaming for you guys to get to that.
Yeah, like if you're gonna move somebody, you move them, and that's completely fair. You don't turn them. He didn't back Austin Hill into the wall.
Yeah.
He didn't ruin his race. He just got him up out of the groove. Austin's gonna lose 1-2 spots.
Austin would have done the same thing.
Oh yeah.
You know how it is though, TJ. These drivers, they put the helmet on there in the moment, and you're not thinking, oh, what he did there was just racing, and sometimes you just react.
I don't know how drivers are during races.
That move is so far over the line, it's not even debatable. That is so far against the code, it's not even debatable.
We see it all the time, though.
No, we don't.
Right hooks?
Well, we
We
might.
don't see them all the time.
We might.
They are not an all the time thing.
Yeah.
They have not become.
A couple times a year?
That's all the time.
But if it's so bad, wouldn't we not see this at all?
The problem with that is that it hasn't been officiated properly. We have seen right hooks, and I gave you 2 examples that should have been suspensions,
Yeah.
1 race suspensions. They
But
should have
did
been.
it. I mean, Chase got suspended.
Yeah, Chase did. And then they
Did I fucking not give you 2 examples where they did not suspend people?
Yes, he did. He did.
but one of them, we agreed that the penalty that they gave him was actually steeper for him.
Yeah, we made a point. We can make we made a point that the penalty was steeper, but it should. Could we also in this? It's okay to have both. It's okay to say, well, he got a shit into the deal, even though he didn't get suspended. But can we also agree that right hooks of any kind, of any nature, of any track, any speed, are just bad and should be suspended?
And I don't agree to the any track, any speed thing.
Really?
If you're on a road course and and you're not going as
If you intentionally right hook somebody, that should be all treated the same across the board. That's the way I like things.
I disagree with that one.
All right. Well, that's why the truck booth acts different than the Xfinity booth and the Cup booth. People go, wow, they made this decision Friday and this one Saturday, and they're not the same, and they made this decision Sunday. Well, it's a different booth, different people. Mm-hmm. You're different than me. I would have done it this way. You would have done it that way. But in my opinion, a right hook that is obviously an intentional right hook should all be treated the same.
Now, if NASCAR came out and said that's what we're going to do, then I'd be okay with that. But as it stands now,
yeah.
Well,
look, I'm curious as anybody else as to what happens, if anything.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
We will certainly find out for sure.
And what they've done in the past has been from suspension to nothing. So who knows where this is going to fall?
Right. I mean, he could just get slapped with fine and some points and then move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting for sure. This next question is coming from Carolyn, and they saw you posted before they even woke up yesterday, already at the racetrack testing at Anderson. So how was that?
It was hotter than hell. God almighty.
Even that early in the morning?
90 degrees by 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, God.
Did you have any legendary crew chiefs with you?
What the hell are you talking about?
You never have any legendary crew chiefs on your late model stuff. Sorry, that tweet you sent out.
Oh man, the thing about Kerry?
Yeah, when you were like, no legendary crew chiefs, and then you got Gary Hargett and Larry Williams standing in the same picture.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You want to talk about that maybe?
That's a long story.
TJ sent me that screenshot last night.
I've been waiting to bust it.
Yeah.
You won't even respond. A guy responded to you that said that.
I didn't see this.
Oh.
I'll go respond to it.
Wow.
So how was testing?
Do you think Larry Williams built the damn Oldsmobile that was sitting there in that picture?
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Did Gary Hargett?
No. Did you think that thing looked like a shitbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think Larry had it rolling through the middle of the corner? Do you think Larry had it rolling through the middle of the corner there?
He might have.
Might
have got it rolling through the corner.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No.
But he was legendary. Is he legendary to you?
Larry?
Or Gary?
Gary?
Yeah, both.
Gary's like a grandfather to me.
But he's like well known
yes,
then.
He's legendary.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, continue, Andrew.
So testing was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Testing was hot. Golly.
Were you fast?
I felt like I was fast. I was the only one there, so I didn't compare it to anyone else. But I got Caden. So Caden Quapple was there and Connor Hall. They both got in the car. And it's my car, my seat. Little weird, not comfortable, not their own stuff. But they were just a bit off of my lap time. But so I feel like,
feel good though,
dude. I felt like I was right in the ballpark. So that was the baseball car, and we're just, we just went up there and ran, I don't know, from 8 till 11 in the morning, and then came home. It's only about 2.5 hour drive. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Big weekend for Cars Tour.
Yes, this weekend's a massive weekend for the Cars Tour. $50,000 to win late model stock race at Hickory. $30,000 pro late model race. I think those are the two biggest paying pro and late model stock races in the country. There may be some comparable events. I think obviously Martinsville's up there, and I'm sure the pros have some 20, 25, maybe another 30,000 to win race somewhere once a year. But I mean, these are
huge.
This is a huge weekend. This is the biggest weekend for the Cars Tour. That's it. That's as far as purse wise, I think it's a pretty big deal. So big thanks to Flo. If you want to watch it, I'm not gonna be in town, but I'm gonna be watching on Flo Saturday. So
is Kip gonna have his black flag ready?
Kip better be ready for anything, because for $50,000, it's probably going to get pretty eventful.
We'll make decisions on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. That's really the one thing. I mean, Kip we're going to have probably about 40, 45 late model stocks. We'll probably have about 30 pros. And that's a lot of cars to fit into that little racetrack.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have. I was hoping we'd have 60 and 60, and it really would have been impossible to get them all in there. But it is what it is, and we'll see who takes home the big prize. But I feel like that I just want to prepare people that for $50,000 it might get a little wild, and I hope that Kip and the guys are ready for whatever comes at them. And I hope that at the end of the day, we can all feel good about whatever the decisions are.
Yeah.
We've had, one time recently at Hickory, we had a guy that runs in our series regularly spin out somebody in the last corner, and we had to declare the third place car the winner.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah. And so that kind of clunky, ugly, messy ending is absolutely possible. But I hope we have a pretty awesome show, but no hard, tough decisions like that to be made at the end of the day.
What fun is that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good look for this.
I know what you mean. You want a good, hard, clean race.
I want the next year to be even better, not people to be like, oh, fuck, I ain't going there. That was tough, know?
There's a difference between
and it's going to be hotter than hell, probably.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hot, long couple of days for everybody.
Maybe some hot tempers by the end of that thing.
Well, some people are going to be wore out.
Yeah,
I've seen some of the schemes. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Oh, the old throwback schemes.
Yeah.
That's another thing, too. That's another whole layer to this is throwback races. There'll be some cool-looking cars to check out. If you can go. If you can't, tune in to Flo and watch on Flo. We all love Flo and everything Flo does for us. Gives us a great platform to be able to showcase and get our, let people see what our, series is all about.
Yeah, it was cool. I to your point, TJ, I've enjoyed looking at the little graphics that have
it's cool. Yeah,
been going out over the past couple of weeks of the different throwback schemes. It's going to be
the unveils are
fun
cool
to watch.
Yes, they come up with some creative things.
Yeah, this one is coming from Carl, who wants to know. This is, I guess, I would assume I would know the answer to this, but what does kissing the bricks taste like?
It doesn't taste like anything. It's like a brick, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably what you would think it tastes like, but maybe the Indy ones are special.
Yeah,
I've gotten to kiss them before. But, I mean, they're bricks.
When did you win?
Yeah,
the Indy 500?
I didn't. No.
So you snuck out there
when
and kissed him?
When I interviewed Mario Andretti, we walked out to the front stretch, and he asked me if we wanted to kiss the bricks. So I'm not going to tell him no.
You said yes?
And you said yes?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I yelled at Denny for doing it as the owner because he's still driving.
I'm absolutely going to take that opportunity.
Is kissing the bricks a bad thing? Is like cheersing with water?
If he's
or like touching the Stanley Cup.
Denny still being an active driver, he should not have kissed the bricks as the owner.
Well, I'm not an active driver.
I don't think that he's got the owner hat on at that point.
I have to say that it's perfectly fine for Denny to kiss the bricks as the owner.
Yeah.
Because that might be the only chance he ever gets
and
to
that's
do
what
it.
he said on the show, wasn't it?
And I don't mean that in a shitty way.
No, I agree.
I mean that as a guy who never fucking kissed the bricks.
So,
yeah, you're going to kiss the bricks if you can.
Yeah.
So you yelled at Denny for that?
Yeah.
True Denny, bro.
Listen, I keep him honest.
I saw a video. There was someone on the 2311 team that just like went all out kissing the bricks, tongue and everything. I'm like, that's a little extreme. But hey, you know what?
You were a little worried that you weren't going to be able to, though, right, Dale?
No.
But last week you're like, I'm not sure if they're gonna let us kiss the bricks.
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
Well, they
The
haven't.
Xfinity race.
We've won the Xfinity race there before, and there was like, there's something going on. We don't get to do it. You know, it was kind of like, the Xfinity teams, they don't need to do it. And I'm like, what the hell?
That's part of the prestige of the race.
No shit.
I mean, I'm saying that's what separates it from the other things.
I agree.
too. So
I'm with you.
You should always get to do that when you
I'm
win
with
there.
you. I agree. I thought it was bullshit.
Were you relieved that they won on Saturday, so you were there for it for the 100?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't be at the Iowa race this weekend, and so I was hoping that we, if we didn't win at Indy, that we would lose Iowa. I was hoping we would not win Iowa.
Wow. Yeah.
Jeez.
Dale would be going around messing with the cars, making sure they don't pass tech.
Austin Hill and whoever's racing for the lead. Right hook him. Right hook
Yeah.
him.
I'm okay with this
Too
race.
soon.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't do
Too
that.
soon. I was like, hey, I was like, here's the spark plugs that y'all get to go to Iowa with. Notice one is
7.
missing.
Yeah.
You just don't get the 7th or the 8th one.
Are you planning to go to any more?
These are
cup
the
races?
spark plugs out of the 100 win engine.
That's all 7.
Yeah, add it to the collection. What are the other two you have there?
Daytona's one of them.
Oh, and it's the one you crew chiefed. That's the other one?
Daytona 500, Pocono
Pocono.
crew chief of the year.
What a year it's been for you.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what Amy said. My wife's like,
And here you are walking around mad yesterday.
Amy's like, you're one lucky SOB. I'm like, yeah. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
You should have said, so are you.
She's like, just on and on and on. You just fall into all these, really cool. Like Luke Combs texted me the other
Yeah.
day and going, hey man, I got a video idea. You want to be in it? And I'm like, of course I do. And they were like, all right, man, you're all right. So you're gonna be driving a car, and here's a song. So he sends me the song, and I was like, all right, the song's cool. And they were like, all right, we're gonna get a next gen. We're going to Charlotte. And I was like, this song sounds like it's about grassroots racing to me. It sounds like a guy getting back into his old shit, I was like, and I don't drive next gen cars, never have, so it's not very authentic. Never will. So I'm never going to run a next gen race.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going to go, this is bullshit. Dale ain't coming back to next gen racing, So I thought, I love the late model stock stuff, so why don't we shine a light on that? So we ended up making that. And she's like, dang, that just happened. How do you just.
Yeah, like you weren't seeking it
She's
out
the one
or
that,
anything.
She's
Yeah.
the one that came into my life and was like, you're negative and pessimistic. You need to be thinking about the law of attraction.
But these garage doors.
And I'm
won't
like,
open.
all right. So I've changed my attitude and will things into existence, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to that. That I think is a good place to
It
wrap
has
up
been a good
Ashton.
year.
Yeah.
No, there's one more question.
Yeah. come
One
on,
more
man.
Gotta
question?
go.
That's not a good way to wrap it up.
It's a perfect
Kinda
way.
Weird.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
a great
weird.
year.
That's a very weird
Felt like the end of the movie. Roll the credits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Way to
one
wrap
more.
it up.
Yeah, we got you ain't asked a bad question yet. That's how we
thank
usually
you.
end it.
Wow.
That's how
you want me to ask a bad question?
That's how we usually end.
Sure, ask a bad question.
All right. Let me look for one.
You're not even prepared.
It. There we go. This is how we usually end it.
I mean, I have a list of good
We've got good
questions
ones, and
on
I want
here.
to
Yeah.
wrap it. We're gonna.
Ask a good question.
Ask a good question. Travis, I'll refer to you.
What?
Why? This
No,
is your
Andrew.
job.
This
Okay,
is
your
job.
real
job.
quick. How was the end of your TNT?
Tim's is loving this.
How was the end of your TNT run?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, because we can't do it after this week. So let's get out of the way.
It's good. I felt like we got better every week. We started out with a very, very difficult job at Chicago, and it was really hard to call that race. And I didn't realize how tough it was. NBC has done it for years, and they have tons of experience, and so for TNT to come in there and do it, it was it really showed me just how hard it is actually to put all that together.
Yeah.
And I learned, I think during the TNT broadcast 5 races, I learned way more about the production side of things, which was good for me. And we all really came together to try to make it each week better and make some gains and improvements. and so pretty exciting. Pretty happy with the gains we made. Think we can get even better. Think we're going to. Think we're going to try to. Think we know we need to. And I got a peek at what might possibly be the 5 races we do with TNT next year, and I'm pumped about those.
All right.
About to drop an F-bomb. Sometimes they just come out, but I'm freaking looking forward to that. If that's all what it appears to be.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good teaser to wrap.
There you go.
There we go. We got it.
All right. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Ask Junior's always fun. I know y'all are, glad to be able to be a part or, engage in the show as we're making it every week. And so it's the best part, really, honestly, when we get everybody in the room together and everybody online. So thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting what we do here at Dirty Mo Media. Thanks for supporting the Dale Jr. Download that we're working on every single week. We have a blast doing this, and wouldn't be worth doing. Wouldn't be any fun doing it if nobody was tuning in and listening to what's going on. So thank you, Xfinity. Obviously, Xfinity Wi-Fi has been giving us great service. It's fast. It's dependable internet. One price, locked in for 5 years. No contracts, though. No slowdowns. No nonsense. Xfinity is a proud premier partner of NASCAR. We'll see you.
All right, we are out.
And it's time for the